Hey everyone, we have all of the supplies that we've purchased based on over now $14,000 donations to our fundraising for Ukraine. This is about $10,000 worth of medical supplies plus some that were donated from the hospital. I literally think we're saving multiple lives with the things that are here. These are things off of a list that we received from the humanitarian NGO in Romania that they said that they actually needed. And we really focused on the things that were high priority. These were the things that are hard to source in Europe right now. So without further ado, this is like a compression bandage. And this is really like kind of a field dressing to stop bleeding.
So this looks like one kit, one fully stocked first responder bag. So essentially an ambulance in a bag. This is from Sherber. They were awesome. They made sure that we got everything mailed to us really quick. This probably weighs about 10 pounds. It's awesome. Thank you for sending that so quickly. In here, this is a neck brace. Do a spine stabilization. Very handy in the field, very important. But this looks like airway kits in here. These are nasal airways that you can put down somebody's nose if they have facial fractures. You don't want to mess with their jaw at all. There's a little lube in there so it doesn't hurt quite so much. This is a tourniquet. There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these little refill packs. Oh, maybe there's 2 kits in here. Oops. 3 kits in there. So when I think about these bags, I think about an ambulance pulling up in front of my house when I've really needed them. And how safe and secure I feel when I know help is on the way. I think I'm feeling the same way. Help is on the way.
First Aid Supplies Online sent us by FedEx to make sure that we got it in time for my flight. Did not pay for FedEx shipping, but they sent it by FedEx. So these are large format burn dressings. And this is where like things that are hard to get in Europe, they could get the ones that are like 4x4, which is like what you'd have in your home or your office. But these are like big ones that you would actually have in a hospital.
Something that the hospital gave us that's very cool are LMA masks. These we use in surgery to help people maintain their airway while they are sedated. Usually it's a max sedation. So different size, a PD size and an adult size. Some lidocaine. They were looking for this. Here is an angio catheter to start an IV. They were definitely asking for these. So that's awesome that they put that in our box. But this is something that we ordered. This was our sample. And it's really just a backpack. But you want to open it?
Sure. It's this is a trauma kit. So again, one of the things that our contacts in Romania said that they need in Ukraine is not home first aid supplies. So this tends to be like a field kit that you would have military style. And it has things like stop the bleed, tourniquets, and I'm not going to open it all up, but it's like, this is the sort of stuff that you would have with a medic. It's not going to treat boo-boos. There's going to be no Band-Aids in here. It's big stuff.
We also got some refills for these because the bags I think are necessary, but also expensive. So we also bought some of the inserts.
We bought a lot of refill kits. Yeah.
Okay, so this is awesome. This is a giant box of foam dressings that are waterproof. So anybody that has, I hate to say this, even bullet wounds or cuts and scrapes, burns, these are all things that are going to help protect them and protect their skin, help keep infection out.
These dressings actually seal around the wound, is that right?
Yeah. And this may seem like such a ridiculous item, but this is some cold medicine, cold and flu medicine. We have a whole giant box of this. And all of these people are super stressed out. They're living in less than ideal conditions. I don't know about hand washing or bathroom facilities, if there's enough to help prevent just your basic cold and flu. So this was one of the main things that they asked for, and I'm super psyched that we could get so many boxes.
Take it away.
Take it away, it's very heavy. These are some more bleeding control kits. That's say this is making me feel like both really excited that it's all
Yeah.
going and really sad.
It's awful, and it's also hopeful because literally these things save people's lives. The bleeding control kits, they have a tourniquet in them. They have this powder that actually coagulates blood and makes you stop bleeding quickly. And it has gauze, rubber gloves, everything that you would need to stop bleeding, severe bleeding on somebody rapidly. So that's what these are.
Hey,
We got a whole
look.
bunch of these.
There's more. There's hundreds more.
Here, let me close this
Oh,
up.
this is so heavy. That's
got like
exciting.
There's like 150 of these stop
It's
bleeding
so great.
kits. So every
These are
one of
little
these.
ones. Yep.
Every one of these is like has a tourniquet in it. It has just stop bleeding materials. Everything you would need. So that's where we kind of, rather than getting a lot of kits because we assume that there's kits already there, but just some of the stuff for restocking.
So, one of the things that's in here is cardiac sutures. These are for closing up heart wounds, but I'm pretty sure you could MacGyver this to use anywhere. Not everything is going to be pretty. If they can't use it for what it was initially intended for, they can use it for something else. And I just really have faith that they'll be able to. These are healthcare providers that are used to working under combat conditions, and they know their stuff. They're awesome.
So, yeah, my contacts have sent videos from like the Children's Hospital in Ukraine, and there's nurses there that are sorting out all of these materials,
And here's
and
more boxes of sutures.
it all gets distributed.
So great.
I think that's everything. We have to get all of this packed and ready to go on the flight, so that's what we're going to be doing the rest of the night.
Wouldn't that be magic if we just went like that? And we could show you all the full boxes all ready to get loaded on the plane.
Let's do it, Laura.
All right, let's do it. Let's
Ready?
go. 2, 3.
Hey, we did it with the help of our dog.
Wasn't too bad.
Thank you so much to everyone who donated to this fundraising campaign for medical supplies for Ukraine. Thank you for everyone who shared it on social media or with friends and family. It's still a few more days before I actually depart to bring these supplies over to Ukraine. So please keep donations coming in because we can actually utilize those. A lot of our suppliers have committed to getting things to us as quickly as possible, but we just have to have the funds to make those purchases. So I really appreciate your help. And anything that doesn't get used for these medical supplies, we will give directly to Patrir for the fund for an ambulance that will operate directly in Ukraine to bring injured people to hospitals in that area. All right, thanks again, everyone.